Well, Hamidreza Gholamzadeh is an Iranian foreign policy expert and the CEO of the Sprit Foundation, and he joins us live from Tehran. Hamidreza, good to have you on. Now, let's start off with the most recent developments. Iran's parliamentary speaker, Larijani, has just come out and said that Tehran's reaction will be stronger if the U.S. repeats itself in terms of the mistake by violating the country's border. Is this upping the ante, and where is all this going?
Actually, Iran is showing that it is resolute in its decision to step by step, gradually withdraw from the JCPOA and lessen the commitment that's shown in the deal. And on the other hand, with the developments that we had recently in the region, Iran is also giving the signal that the military option is not something on the table, and any move, just like the one we had just recently, the drone, the U.S. drone, will receive a very strong response from the Iranian side. So on one hand, Iran is working on the diplomatic issues and political aspect, which is the JCPOA, to gradually decreasing the commitment that Iran is showing. And on the other hand, ensuring the other countries that Iran is very strong and very actually resolved in defending its integrity and territory.
Okay, I'm going to get to the JCPOA in just a second, but President Trump has said before leaving for the G20 summit in Osaka, said that he had, quote, unlimited time to forge an agreement with Tehran. From an Iranian perspective, what's it going to take for Iran to say, okay, we're ready to talk?
Iran has already made a deal with not only the United States, but also other countries in the world, and it has gone to the United Nations, approved by the United Nations. So there is nothing new to talk about. Mr. Trump says that, okay, I want to make sure that Iran does not reach a nuclear weapon. Is not something Iran wants, and the JCPOA was supposed to ensure that aspect, and that was what was happening. So, if anyone wants a deal, that would be the United States to get back to the table and get back to the deal, actually implementing that, working on that, and then after that, we would be to day zero, actually, and then there would be some possible grounds for possible negotiations for other issues and topics. Okay. But so far, as far as the aim of the deal, the aim of the negotiation is for preventing, as they call it, preventing Iran from access to nuclear weapon. We have the JCPOA. There are no needs for wasting time and energy for further negotiations.
But your government, or actually the head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, said that it would exceed the limits of low-enriched uranium stockpile set out under the JCPOA. That day has come, so we're going to see what news comes out. But how do you think this is going to further complicate the situation? And does it look like the Europeans aren't backing Iran as much as they would have hoped to?
We should accept it's a fact that the European side has not done what it was supposed to do. They have not fulfilled the commitments they had within the JCPOA. And in terms of the stockpile, the enriched uranium, as you said, we are surpassing the 300 kilogram limit. But we should remember that Iran is not reaching the commitment, because Iran was not supposed to reduce the production or enrichment or put any limit on that. Actually, this is the United States which are forbidding the other countries from buying Iranian stockpile. That was within the JCPOA, and the other parties who are still in the JCPOA are supposed to buy these stockpiles, the enriched uranium from Iran, so that it doesn't pass the limit agreed upon in the JCPOA. Again, it is the United States which has actually withdrawn from the deal, forcing other countries, other parties, to actually show lack of commitment to the deal and not to buy Iranian stockpile of enriched uranium. Okay. That's what is happening. Iran is not reaching actually the deal.
All right. Hamidreza Gholamzadeh, thank you for your analysis.